Guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today I'm reviewing Falling for Christmas, now streaming on Netflix. Falling for Christmas is the newest Christmas movie that has released on Netflix, and it stars Lindsay Lohan, and I was actually kind of excited to check this out because I always really enjoyed Lindsay Lohan in her early roles, and I was really hoping for her to have a comeback. She's been through a lot, and I have to say, she's not terrible in this movie, but it isn't the best movie in the world. In this film, Lindsay Lohan plays Sierra Belmont, who is the daughter of a very successful hotel owner. She's very spoiled and kind of your typical mean girl, as you would expect from a character like this. Then an event happens. There's a skiing accident where she gets amnesia. Ends up recovering in this small lodge that's a competitor with her father's lodge, taken care of by this single father, who she creates a romantic relationship with. Now, I will say, if you're a fan of like Hallmark Christmas movies, I think you'll enjoy this. It has a very similar feeling to those films, and I do think there's some heart and there's some real charm to this movie. Now, the writing or the acting isn't going to blow you away. It does have some pretty melodramatic moments to it, but I do think, like I said, there's a lot of heart beneath the surface, and it's a holiday film. It is enjoyable. As far as the actual production of this movie, I believe it was filmed in Utah. Some of the establishing shots actually do look pretty good, and some of the sets that are indoors, just the Christmas look, the Christmas vibe of it, it's well captured like you expect from a film like this. But when it does try to kind of like, punch above its weight and involve some computer generated effects or some green screen, it looks a little messed up. So, it kind of has that quirkiness to it. Chord Overstreet, who plays Jake in this film, who is like the love interest, I think he does a pretty good job. He probably has the deepest character of anyone in this movie because he's dealing with the loss of his wife. Like I said, he's a single father, and he's kind of struggling to get past that, to accept maybe moving forward with her as a business. He's going through a lot as a character. Everybody else is pretty one-dimensional, or kind of like a caricature, if you will. Even Lindsay Lohan's character in the beginning is like your stereotypical, like if you think of like early Paris Hilton type thing. It's really what she's emulating, and then she becomes more of like a likable character. So I do like that she plays two different roles in the film. There's a character named Tad in this movie who plays, like I said, he's a caricature. He's another one of these influencers that's her boyfriend in the beginning of the movie. And it's almost like a cartoon character inside of this movie. The movie does lean pretty heavily into comedy, especially in the first half of the movie. Then it does get more and more heartwarming as it moves along. But I do think some of that juxtaposition between the goofy moments and the really melodramatic moments. In fact, there's a moment in the third act of this film where there's like a montage happening, and it is really melodramatic. There's music that's playing that does not match with the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie has very like whimsical kind of Christmas music, what you expect, kind of like that stock music. And this is like a really hard-hitting song that just plays for like a good minute in there. And while I do think that works, I do think it does kind of break up the movie a little bit, because this movie could have been all goofy, or it could have been like a more serious, heartfelt movie, but kind of trying to skirt that line. It works for the most part, but at moments it does feel a little mismatched. The movie actually does have a little nod to Mean Girls. If you catch it, there's a moment, especially in the beginning of the film, where you kind of get a callback to that film, so I thought that was a nice little thing they added. While it isn't the most incredible movie in the world, I do think, like I said, if you're someone who enjoys these like kind of cheesy Christmas holiday movies, I think there will be something for you to enjoy in it, because it does have those heartwarming messages about family, about the Christmas season, about what Christmas is really about being a better person, all those things that you expect from a movie like this. Just the execution, as to be expected, isn't the best thing in the world. So if I were to rate Falling for Christmas, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best thing in the world. I do think it is a nice little comeback for Lindsay Lohan. I think it's a fun movie for the holiday season. I don't think it's going to be an instant classic or a super memorable Christmas movie, but definitely something new to check out. If you checked out Falling for Christmas, let me know what you thought about it. Did you like it as much as me? Did you like it more? Did you like it less? Leave those comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.